Welcome to episode 31 of We Have Issues. I'm Anthony.
I'm Stevie Wildcard.
Every week, Stevie Wildcard and I get together to just Popeye punch, pulverize our problems. Exactly. Popeye has not been around for a very long time. He is not relevant at all to anyone in the past, 40 years. I think it's actually kind of weird that they haven't tried to bring Popeye back because, his message is pretty good if you think about it, right?
Yeah, I mean, he eats spinach. He does. He is what he is, right?
So, I love it. So every week, Stevie Wildcard and I get together, and we are doing our best to bring something comic booky into the world. We spent most of our relationship trying our best to make stuff, and something has always gotten in the way. Recently, we decided to just do it. Just start this podcast, hold ourselves accountable, and just do our best. So we've been doing it. Hopefully you've been watching. If not, there are episodes you can catch up on our ridiculousness. But here we are, more than halfway done with this book art-wise, right? Yeah. So we recently launched a Kickstarter. It finished only yesterday. It finished. And Stevie Wildcard, we did it, Steven.
For real though, we did it.
We did it, guys. Everyone, we can't thank you enough for showing up for this. Future people who might be watching this, this is amazing for us. This is such an exciting, incredible moment. I cried so much yesterday. I was a wreck. I went to work and I was like, I can't be at work while this is ending. And then I was like, oh wait, we have a few more hours. So I got home and I was basically just refreshing as the time was counting down, and it was just oh my gosh, and it just hit me. I couldn't hold it back anymore. It's just it's been real since literally the first day of the campaign. We succeeded in the very first day of the campaign, Steven.
Which is awesome. We actually had 300% in 3 days?
Yeah, 300% in 3 days, and we ended up with 570% of what we asked for.
Which is amazing.
Which, maybe we didn't ask for enough. But I like to say, no, but we asked for what we needed, and and people showed up for us. The cavalry came and just wanted the book and supported us. It was 108 people showed up, and we're just so thankful for all of you for being there for us. So that's what my whole heart has been in that this week. But I did get some stuff done. Did you get anything done this week?
I got 2 more pages done. I'm finishing formatting right now in Photoshop, which we have some formatting things to discuss tonight. But yeah, I'm just actually doing some little fine tweaks with adding Quasimodo posters and stuff in the background.
Oh, very cool.
Just creating objects to put in the background just to fill it out, basically.
For sure.
But 2 pages, then I'll send them to you so that way you can see them.
What do they look like, Steven?
Boom! What a Jack Bandit.
So this week I finished writing song 2. I just need to record it. I ordered a brand new keyboard, so that's going to be showing up on Monday, and I'll be able to record a basic demo of song 2. I really like it. I think it's very
I'm so excited to see it,
dude. It's very much like a music. It's a musical. It started to come together and it feels real in a way that I wasn't prepared for. It's a little sad, of course, because this story is just generally sad. Although I think it's touching and heartwarming toward the end, as it should be, I think. But yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I was gonna say to you, I actually got to draw my first smile in the whole comic on one of these pages.
Oh my gosh.
So it was pretty, because I'm obviously on the portion where it's one of the more positive memories. Yeah. It's the one with the pregnancy and everything. Right. And so I got to draw the pensive look, which I think I nailed, and you'll see. And then I got you really smiling. I might pull it back a little bit on the eyes and stuff, but we'll see. I just got overexcited to finally draw something positive in the book. It's a lot of sad.
Dude. Oh yeah, I imagine. Speaking of a lot of sad, Steven, I started trying to letter the pages, and as I arranged the pages with the formatting that we know we're going to need in order to print them, but for some reason I noticed that the pages that we've been working with and drawing are just slightly too long to fit the formatting.
We only have 20 of them.
Okay. So what we're gonna do, Steven, what I need you to do is redraw everything from scratch. I feel like okay, I'm a writer. I wrote this thing, but as you know, I went through drafts as I was writing. Like I went a chapter 1, first draft, and then when I got to chapter 2, I would go back and I edit. I do draft 2 of chapter 1, and then continue. I feel like the first 6 months of this podcast has just been your draft 1 of this comic book. It's time to just put put your foot on that gas, Steven, and finally get something done. I don't know what you've been doing. No, but yeah, we realized there was a formatting issue with the pages.
Some pages have to be completely rebuilt, but I've gotten really good with manipulating my art in Photoshop. So it's not gonna be, like I said, it's basically gonna take me another 20 or 30 minutes per page. I'm have to go back and revisit each one.
Yeah. So
even the ones we flatted, though, I know we'll try to save them in the way that you're saying.
Right.
But I do want them to look great. So if it means that we have to reflat the first 6, then it means we have to reflat the first 6. I mean,
yeah, no, that's fine. I don't mind that at all. Honestly, like this was one of those issues that's like I'm glad we found it now.
Oh man, it would have been so horrible if it was like, hey, we're gonna print next week. Oh my god.
Yeah. So no, it was a really good. It was good timing for everything. Like it's only a slight, it's like a little speed bump, which is great. I mean, that's, it's what this podcast is all about, is like how we're going to handle these speed bumps. And we both, like, as I brought it to you, we're both coming up with solutions as it's happening. And it's fine because and both of our solutions work for various pages. So it's perfect, you know?
And actually the one page that I was condensing and squeezing more in, it actually made the page look more full. So I think it made it look better. So it'll be fine.
Yeah, here's the original. This is what it looked like, and then here is the. See if I can do what Steven. Can I do what Steven does? And here's
say bam,
bam. We did it. Look, so it's the original and the condensed version. I think it looks really cool too. So I'm excited to see what the other pages might, what might happen with the others. Like some weird magic is happening right now.
Like I said to you earlier, I'm so thankful this wasn't, we didn't have, a radio show back in the 70s or 60s, and all my pencils aren't going to work now. I literally would have to go back and probably redraw them all.
Well, everyone, your favorite artist, the Stevie Wildcard, is here to talk about our publishing. We're about to print. I've done all my job. I've done everything I can. I put my whole heart into it. Everything I did, everything I had, my whole history is in this book. It's very important to me. As long as there are no other issues, I will be happy going forward. So, Stevie Wildcard, Steven, take it over.
Yeah, there's an issue with the printing. So we're going to start from the beginning.
just take out the cigar and the whiskey. Let's get to work. 1970s, 1950s Stevie. Like, I feel like
if only we were in the 80s, we could, never mind. I was going to bring in hardcore drugs into the equation.
See what we can do. No, if this was the 2000s, we just hit that Adderall, baby. We're going to get this done.
We would just boy it, like, and just be done with it.
This is just like the time traveling us having issues. That's like, and how we'd work on it throughout the
It'd be like we would just do like an Orwellian thing where it's like we do like the radio broadcast about how this comics is falling apart at the seams because we threw it too big.
So anyway, this is the weird time to announce this, but we've never actually been working on a comic book. We just wanted your money. This was all about Steven and I getting that ostrich. Like that was, in our defense, I know what you're thinking right now. You're thinking like, how can I cancel this credit card? How can I get that money back? But the thing is, if you go back to episode 5, 6, there's a commercial there, and we're asking for your money for an ostrich. The last 6 months have been one long commercial for Steven and I to get an ostrich. And you know what we're doing now? We're taking this $5,700, so we're going to get at least half of an ostrich.
Well, the fledglings only cost like $700, man. So we can get like a bunch of babies.
We can get right now?
Bunch of baby ostriches.
Steven, these people are going to be mad if we don't get an ostrich at this point. I feel like if we don't take this money, if we don't steal this Kickstarter money and just get an ostrich, we're doing the wrong thing. Now I'll let you decide, because I think people know where I'm standing on this. I'm pretty sure the ostrich is the way to go. And if you're not 100%,
this episode just ends with us walking away from the mics and never coming back.
So this is the final episode of We Have Issues because now we have ostriches. The podcast.
It's like Quentin Tarantino style. It cuts back to like last week's episode. It's like sometimes you gotta make the hard choices. It was just that future. It was just.
This is a hard choice. Okay, so I think it's time that we invite our friend so she can talk us down from this. Because she actually likes the podcast and maybe she'll want us to continue and not get arrested for fraud or anything like that. So, all right, let's invite our friend and we'll talk about it.
How are you guys?
Doing awesome. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. How's your wife?
Oh, she's awesome. She's over there.
No, it's fine. It's good. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Shut up, single.
Right away.
Let the happy people talk.
Let the happy people
married
talk.
People talk to other married people.
She's doing good. She's in the living room right now, catering to the oldest because she's having a hard time.
I can't remember, how old are your kids?
5 and 3.
I'm great.
So the 3.
We'll get to you.
So the 3-year-old got like TV choice, so she picked Cat in the Hat the movie. So Cambria was upset because she couldn't watch her show and had to watch the entire of Cat in the Hat before the show. Well, but it's all resolved now. All issues are good.
Okay, Anthony, how are you?
No, it's fine. It's fine. So Steven, we were talking about how we're not going to be doing this podcast anymore because we're going to get an ostrich. We're going to take the Kickstarter money and we're going to get an ostrich and we're just not going to do this anymore. And I feel like we need someone to talk us off of that proverbial ledge. And here to do that is our very good friend of the podcast, Michelle.
Hello. Yeah, don't do that. That's all I got.
We're not dishonest people. I mean, we are, and we are going to run away and buy ostriches, but...
You should buy ostriches. I was not on board. Emus are the superior land bird.
You have been saying that since day one of the ostrich.
He has been pushing
day one.
I'm almost convinced Michelle's gonna start a podcast just against us to start like an emu.
I said from the get-go that we would have that show on A&E called Ostrich Wars, and I think we have found our competition in said show. So,
but has an ostrich ever been to war? No, but has an emu?
And they've won the war in Australia, haven't they?
And they won against
They won the
people.
war.
You don't stand a chance.
And we're not talking, like, it's not even like, it was like recent people, right? I mean, it wasn't even like...
It was in like, in the last 100 years.
Yeah, they had gunpowder. Yeah, they had weaponry to fight these small ostrich.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
I feel converted at this point, and I think that you're right. But now I'm afraid of what the ostriches will do and what they'll become if we challenge them.
Wait a second though. Ooh. There's been an emu war, right? There's never been an ostrich war because you've never been brave enough to try.
That's right.
You know what? That's true.
That's probably what it is.
That's probably what it is.
Because we're like, hey, I'm gonna go fight that ostrich. Like, nah, man, he's 9'2". That's not a good idea. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna go fight that 4' bird over there.
That's true. You know what? If the emus won the war so terribly, why were there humans left to tell this tale? That's the thing. Like, you've never heard of the ostrich war because there were no survivors on the human side.
There were no survivors. Yeah. All right.
It cuts to it again, Anthony. Sometimes you gotta make choices.
I don't know, but do you see emu feathers in hats? No. You see ostrich feathers.
Meaning ostriches are probably passive enough to pluck the feather from their plumage.
Man, I can't win.
Also, totally worthy of worship. That's usually what headdresses are about. Is some sort of like recognition, right?
No one's honoring the emu because it sounds like emo, and no one honored that either.
Yeah, you know what? If you would have made that argument right away, Steve and I probably would have just been on board. That would have been like, oh yeah, you're right.
But now I'm using it as fodder. Now it's fodder to mock.
Yeah, now it's bad.
I'm just tapping into my Metallica roots now.
My ship has sailed. I guess I'm out of luck.
So
you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna own a couple emus and just let them be the ostriches' pets, just to showcase how like beneath ostrich they are.
So I have a few questions here.
Oh God.
I have a question for Michelle, and the first thing I wrote down was, so you like Tina more than me?
I like Tina more than both of you.
Yeah.
I love it. I totally understand that. I love Tina as well. Tina was a guest a couple episodes back, and obviously we have to have her, back on the show as often as possible because I don't want to lose Michelle as a listener. And so
I'll
Michelle,
only tune in if you tease Tina coming back.
Oh,
we're just gonna start teasing it every week.
Yeah. So, Steven, is that someone at the door? Maybe.
Oh, I thought there was like there's a real risk right now. Somebody could have been at the door.
Yeah, Michelle, I know you don't see it every week, but almost every week I have to cut out Steven's naked children. Like every week.
Listen, man, my daughters sleep in panties. That's what they do.
But the funny, no, Steven, okay, I don't know. Have we actually told that story in the podcast about what happened with your daughters?
I don't know.
Okay, so there was one week where I forgot which one it was. So one of them came in completely naked, or like topless, and Steven was like,
"They're always topless." That's the thing.
He's like, "Please go put on some clothes so you can be on the pod. Like if you want to be on the pod, that's fine, but go put on some clothes." So she leaves, and then the other daughter comes in naked, just full naked, just like.
Just go in the wrong direction here.
She was just completely. So his other
Chris Hansen came in right after. It was just this whole thing.
Like I wanted to edit something over it, like just to, but I couldn't find a good way to. So if you're listening to the podcast right now, our friend Michelle, we met Michelle through Twitter. Mm-hmm. I don't honestly remember how or what happened, but we somehow became friends. She began watching the podcast, thankfully. And I feel like we roped her in, and just like I think it's good. I think it's good that we just finished our Kickstarter campaign because we're feeling really good about the podcast and about the comic and everything. But I still don't really know why anyone watches and listens. But here you are, and now I think I understand. Is you just wanted to take my spot to meet Tina, and that's what
it was all destiny.
Oh yeah.
Is that what this is? No, so it's really cool to have you here. It's kind of amazing. I love meeting. Like it's just so much fun because we met through Twitter. I honestly would never expect to speak to anyone from Twitter, like in person or even in Zoom.
Yeah.
So then when I do, it's like kind of surreal and weird.
Yeah, it is. Well, and I watch you guys every week, so it's like extra weird because I'm like, yeah, I kind of feel like I know them, but I also don't know them. Like they're real people. Oh my god!
It's such a weird thing how we like do that to people that we see how like when I see like a news anchor or something in the supermarket, I'm like, yeah, it's that news anchor. I don't even know how I'm gonna engage. Like actually, Tina does a lot of the news people's hair like from the local area because they're so fun. So it's just funny like how that works.
Well, it's fun though. It's fun being here.
We've grown so much. Anthony, did you see we're up to 280 subs on YouTube now too?
Yeah, I actually, you know how we got to 280?
You've been selling yourself again?
Okay. You know how we got to 280? First of all, Steven, it's not selling myself, it's selling us, Steven.
Sell yourself, man.
I'm selling us.
No one's, I've told you from the start, no one's buying me.
No.
Okay,
you want to know? You want to know how we got? Like, I'll tell you the exact story of how we got number 280. Like that exact person. I was at my work at the craft store that I work at, and a customer came in. A customer came in, and he started asking about making stickers. He started asking about like how to make T-shirts, and I was like, oh man, boy, me too. I sure do need a bunch of stickers and T-shirts now. And he's like, oh, is that so? And I was like, oh, well, you see, I have this thing. It's a Kickstarter. Do you know what Kickstarter is? Let me tell you. There's also a link here where you click on this QR code. So here's the Kickstarter. He's like, and I was like, because you see, every week my friend and I get together and we do our best to just, so.
Roundhouse kick, Falcon punch, Shoryuken, whatever.
I didn't have Steven, so like all of my pauses were real weird and unnatural, and he parts back. But what he did do was take his phone out and he hit subscribe in front of me because I made
that's what Tina does too, man. Tina will literally have clients in her chair. She's like, hey, you should subscribe to my husband's podcast. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she'll go, like now, like go ahead and pull the phone out. I'm gonna show you how to do it.
That was funny. actually also has a podcast. I think it's called The Happiness Frequency. If not, whatever it is, I'm going to put the link below just because I talked about him and I might as well put his link below. I think it's at least a well-intended podcast. I haven't listened to it, so if it's full of like Nazis and fire and hatred and stuff, we're all against that together. If it is an emu podcast, I will delete this episode. If
it is an emu podcast, I'm jumping on their bandwagon.
She's gonna leave us. We're gonna go down to 279, and it's gonna be.
I don't know, like Michelle. I don't know how many episodes of this podcast you've listened to, but I have something of an abandonment issue. Like it's just like when people just love to just start a whole life with me. It's like 6 months worth of just being with me, and then suddenly just choosing something else, Michelle. And now here you are. You're like,
it hurts.
It hurts again. Steven, you know what this means?
I've literally seen it happen to you so many times that it hurts.
Steven, you know what this means? Play it again too, Michelle Boogaloo.
This is about two podcasters that actually had 280 subscribers, but then one left, and this is how they felt.
When things stop being funny and start getting real sad. Real sad.
What's funny is the ostriches brought me in, and the emus brought me out.
Yes. You're all about flightless birds is what we're getting at. I think you're purchasing the wrong podcast. I'm sure there are plenty of flightless bird podcasts out there. There's ones that like really like focus on it and like cover it instead of it being like a one-off joke that gets referenced every few episodes.
Maybe that's what she likes though. She doesn't need all those facts. I mean, although is that really? Michelle, I don't know what we're doing here. Do you come to our podcast for the hard-hitting facts? So Michelle, what are you up to? You're a writer. That's how we met initially. So
yeah, I met you in the writing community on Twitter because I was living under a rock and I didn't have a Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got one. And I don't know. I don't even actually remember how I found you. You probably said something funny. And I was probably like, yeah, all right, I'll follow that guy. But yeah, I write romance.
Yeah.
Paranormal romance. Yeah.
So you have a website and stuff? Anywhere we can find your writing or anything?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. Okay.
We are totally gonna show all of that whenever she's ready for it.
Oh yeah. No, so
sounds good.
So obviously we really love Michelle and we're thankful to have you here, and I'm so thankful for all of your support. You're amazing. But if you bring up yeah, so now she's leaving. So this is a farewell and adieu to Michelle. This is a 7-minute song that Steven has prepared for this exact moment. And Steven did he wrote the words, came up with everything all by himself.
It's actually Tenacious D already came up with a song. It's just "Dude, I Totally Miss You," and it's "Dude, I Totally Miss You." But yeah, Anthony, I got the mic, Anthony.
Oh,
variable D. This mic is going to record you so well. Your voice is gonna sound so good.
I mean,
plug it in. I got my sound booth over here. I've converted this closet into a sound isolation booth for your vocal mics. And yes, the recording will eventually happen.
Michelle, do you realize that we're going to get to press an album? How cool is that?
So cool.
I think that is. I totally expected it. Let me just say that. I expected it. You guys are awesome, and that's really exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Anthony. What if I'm becoming him, basically saying his name over? I feel like he Rick and Morty's me a lot. I don't know if you guys noticed that. He totally Morty's Morty.
Yeah.
Listen, Morty. He totally does that to me. It's really awesome. So I'm gonna do it to him. Oh, geez, Anthony. No, Anthony. How awesome would it be?
Steven, no, man.
Oh, geez, Anthony. What if we
no, man. You gotta put it way up there, Steven. Way up there. So.
But what if we get to perform this act? What if the musical is pretty cool, and then we get to put it on stage format?
Previously on Anthony's life, I wrote a musical about a couple kind of breaking up during the apocalypse. They're kind of going through a rut. And the guy is just kind of okay doing the same thing every day, but the female in the relationship was not. And, so she ends up breaking up, and it was just kind of this fun, weird exploration of the difference between wanting to be with someone and needing to be with someone, you know, because they're in the apocalypse and it's kind of felt like they were together out of obligation. So I wrote the, you know, so it was like they had to explore some things. So I wrote this musical, and I lived right next to a theater which still exists in Cape Coral, and I went in there and I asked how much it was to rent the theater to perform the musical, and it was only $1,600 for the weekend. Which is,
so if you could charge admissions.
Yeah, which is, and you can charge admission. So it's super doable. We could at least locally put on a performance if we wanted to. Yeah.
I would have to fly down for that. Like
that'd be awesome.
So that would be really fun. It would be such a production though. Like I want to write Deathless so bad.
Yeah. I'm excited for Deathless too. Like I said, I really have been, like, whenever I'm drawing pages now, like Cambria has been totally into Gargoyles. So I really have been watching. Like, I forgot how good of a show Gargoyles actually was, man. There's like a continuous plot, like this evolution of all these
serialization. Yeah.
Oh, for 100%. Like the villains grow throughout the series.
Xanathos? What is it?
Xanathos.
Xanathos. Okay.
Yeah. He's awesome. And he's voiced by the dude from Star Trek. The good looking dude. The guy with the beard.
Or number one?
Riker?
Riker.
Yes. He voiced Xanatos, which is the villain. And he has some of the most epic Shakespearean villain monologues in the history of villain. It's, dude, like there was like so much effort put into Gargoyles, and I'm just not sure why. And it's just so great. But anyways, I've been watching a lot of Gargoyles.
It's like Phil Collins doing the Tarzan. They just went hard in Gargoyles. So like,
that was someone's dream.
It's like look, the sun goes down, they live again, lizard statues. It's gonna be great. The kids are gonna love it. Yeah, but what if we added Shakespeare, good actors, and just went with it?
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Son of a bitch, yeah. So, Michelle, what did you vote on when we had our poll? Do you remember?
I think she did pick that Deathless, actually.
Deathless.
Did
you?
Yeah. I think you were tossed up between Scavengers and Deathless, right?
My son voted Scavengers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like his opinion doesn't matter as much.
He's 14. It really doesn't. All right, I've got one for you guys. I don't know if this will make it in because I don't know. You'll have to explain this to me.
Okay.
You guys have kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you read to them, or is you just put the laundry in the washer.
No, we read.
No. Steven has a whole situation. Like, go on.
Okay, so you know Arthur, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you explain? I don't know if I can hold it steady. I have a tremor, but can you explain this to me? What's going on with his sister?
Why would someone here's the thing, is an adult wrote that book. So we're either assuming super out of the loop adult that's never heard that term and has a bunch of friends who cross-referenced her book and never heard that term also. Or there's a bunch of writers that are just kindergarten laughing in some room right now because they got a book published that says toss salad.
I really want that to be Mark Brown having written that and knowing that the grown-ups would get it. I took a picture of it. My daughter's like, why are you taking a picture? I'm like, I need to prove that this is a thing.
Awesome.
It has to be deliberate. It has to be deliberate, right? Atlas, it has to be. So Atlas has a book of nursery rhymes. I don't know if I have it in this house. But anyway, so when he was a baby, I used to always read this book of nursery rhymes. Just classic, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, all of the, there was one, and I will find a picture of it and put it up here because it's true. It exists, but it's called Little Pussy. And No. I can't. I wish I could remember exactly what it is, but it's even worse. No. Okay.
They really go into it.
No, it's only about 2 lines. It's 2 or 3 lines, but it is my little. It's It's little pussy is warm and fuzzy.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I swear to God. I swear so hard. I'm gonna find it because okay. So and of course, the first time I read through this book with him, I'm just going through oh, these are all adorable. And I get to this one and I was like, how is this the thing?
It was 2 German authors are you sure pussy is okay? And I'm like, yeah, just put it in and just put it in. And then the editor just was approving everything that day. They're you gotta
just stamp it.
Oh man, though. Come on. Like that's definitely on purpose. But like that's like so on the nose, it's almost like it shouldn't have been allowed. Like at least tossing salad is like it's a little like
maybe
under.
they think.
Yeah, but like you find it?
Yep. Yes, I did.
Ooh.
So this is a picture. Can you see it?
Oh, they're definitely being
It says
with it, right?
It says, "I love little pussy. Her coat is so warm. Listen to this. And if I don't hurt her, she'll do me no harm."
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
I know this nursery rhyme. I know this one. It's British.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You know it. It's called Little Pussy. So it's called Little Pussy.
Well, the thing is, Anthony, if it was little Fanny, it would probably be more offensive to the Brits.
I have questions. about this. Wait. Okay, so Fanny in the UK, right? We know what Fanny means elsewhere in other countries, right? Okay.
I think Australians too, right?
Australians, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So in America, we don't really use it often, but if we were going to use it, it would mean butt, right? Like you like smacked her on the fanny, smacked them on the fanny, like it would be a butt, right? So otherwise, it's just straight, like vagina, right? Okay. The fanny pack, though.
You do wear it on the front.
You wear it on the front. Is it an Australian?
So here's what happened, dude. So the American that brought it to us was like hanging out with a Brit and an Australian in a bar. Like, yeah, man, you just walk up and grab it by a fanny. He's like, well, there's no way he means that just grab. Like, I can see maybe grabbing a tushy. It's got to be the butt, right? I mean, that's offensive in itself, but there's no way they mean what they're saying.
What does fanny mean otherwise? So like, okay. So let's just say it was an American invention. It's just stuff that we put in our butt. Like it's a pack that we named after butts. Like, or the alternative is it's literally a vagina pocket. Like, why? Who did that? Who came up with that?
So maybe we're just missing the thing. Maybe fanny just means like an opening, and America's like that opening is the butt. That's the butt. And then in England and in Australia, it's the original. I don't know, Anthony. All I know
is
that's
actually why we have Michelle on the podcast today, is to crack the case of the fanny.
I lived in England for 4 years. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I know for a fact that Australia uses fanny in that way because I've seen an interview with Steve Irwin when he's on some sort of late night program where he says like, oh yeah, not fanny because that's it's this. And he points down, and so I know for a fact it's Australians, but I'm pretty sure it's the Brits too. So, but in America, it definitely means butt. It doesn't mean anything else but butt. That's what fanny means. Anthony,
then why do we wear it on the front?
I don't know.
Maybe we're not supposed to. Maybe we're supposed to wear it in the back.
Yeah, maybe like the guy that like modeled it is like, look, you put it on your back, your shirt goes over it, no one has to see it, and you have all of your belongings. And some guy's like, nah, I'm gonna wear it in the front, like power.
I mean, we are lazy. We want the zippers right there. I mean,
and look, I'm a kangaroo. And that was it. And like the guy that had the original idea of hiding it.
Why do we call them pouches? Like, why do we? It's so obviously just a kangaroo pouch. It could be the kanga. It could just be a kanga.
Oh, the kanga I would wear a kanga.
I would wear a kanga too. So guys, hello everyone. Welcome to episode 1 of the Kanga Cast. I'm Anthony.
I'm Stevie Wild Kanga.
Do I get an introduction?
Yeah. You're
I'm
part
Michelle.
Of this.
I don't have a I don't have a cool name.
I'm the only one with a cool name.
Anyway. Yeah, that's true.
So Michelle is like on our podcast week 1 trying to get a cool name already. And it's working. Honestly.
And it's working. I feel like she's already best friends with Tina, happy in her relationship, and
oh no.
We've removed the 40-minute time limit.
You got charged, bruh.
No.
Oh no.
Wait. Running out of time, we removed the 40-minute time limit on your group meeting. Oh my gosh.
So wait, but see on my end it says this meeting has been upgraded by the host and now includes unlimited minutes.
Yeah.
You're sure you don't have a card attached to your Zoom account, right?
Yeah. There's nothing. It literally said just now. The thing I just read when I made a weird face and came forward was it said like, we just decided to upgrade this one meeting. Enjoy.
Awesome.
They heard you've got ostrich money.
Yeah. They're like, oh, you hear this? And they got that kanga that's coming out. You hear about that kanga?
Yeah.
I'd wear a kanga.
I feel like we have some sharks listening to us at the NSA right now. They're like, whoa. We have to get in on this like ground level, guys. The kanga's coming out. It's gonna be hot. Dude. It's gonna hop right into this.
It really is all about branding, man. The kanga sounds good.
Michelle, I do have a question. you've watched and listened to most of our podcasts. I don't know how many episodes. Do you feel
I started on episode 6, and I went back and played the first ones, and I think I fell asleep.
They're horrible.
Yeah, well, the first ones were...
Well, it was like 2 a.m. I don't know.
Yeah, the first ones were a little rough, especially like our lighting was all bad. Everything was bad.
Yeah.
Okay, but now, do you feel like this episode that we're on right now would be inappropriate if I left in the nursery rhyme and stuff, given what you know about our podcast?
Not given what I know about the people who watch your podcast.
Okay. Yeah, I because I was like, obviously, Steven and I just naturally don't curse a lot. You know, in the podcast, I don't even know if we've cursed. Steven did once a couple weeks ago, right?
Last week. I dropped
you
an
said
F-bomb.
Yeah.
I dropped an F. Here's the truth, Michelle. The truth is Anthony and I just tidy up really well. Like, he and I are like Kevin Smith fanboy. I mean, I'm pretty good at like being able to switch my language. But Anthony and I do swear quite a bit when we're talking, right? Do we? Did you just say the F word?
No, I'm gonna cut all that out of it. No, I don't like. I think it's weird, especially since having kids. Like, I don't curse. Mm-hmm. I don't really curse much. Like, if it's just Steven and I will. Like, if the kids disappear, it'll just start coming out.
Nothing hits harder than effing, man. Like when you're describing something. I don't know why. See, the condenser mic ruined my point. It makes my point so weak now, Anthony.
Steven, just say that effing condenser mic ruined my point.
I can't because we're on the pod. That fucking condenser mic ruined everything.
Steven, language. We have Michelle. She's a guest.
Oh, please. I think I swear more than both of you. I have teenagers, though. I mean, I have a 7-year-old, but she knows not to say what I say.
I'm going to edit all of that out. Michelle has never cursed in her life. She actually found our podcast because we are so innocent. We are PG all the time, and Steven just ruined that. And now Michelle's going to leave us for the podcast that I mentioned earlier, the happiness frequency, and because they have emus.
The emu non-swearing podcast. We just don't have what they have, Anthony. Short birds that win wars. That's what we need.
Yep.
I hear they wear kangas.
I don't know. I'll stay for the kangas.
Oh, the kanga. That's I'm going to design the kanga. I'm telling you. I'm going to make kangas happen.
I feel like if you don't make kanga happen, I'm going to be really sad.
I'm going to make someone wear a kanga. I think someone's going to wear a kanga in the party scene. Yeah. Dude, right now, like I said earlier, like right now, I'm like literally editing Fozzie poster, and then like I'll probably edit in like a Ostrich Colony comics in the background or something too.
It's so good. I love all the little Easter eggs for people.
Oh, in the back, one of the frames I have, one where you have me like have him putting his guitar up against the wall. Instead of just doing a profile off, I did like this cool like this kind of reference where the guitar is like in the foreground, and on the back of the guitar, it's not called an ovation, it's called an ostricha. So it's ostrich with just an A at the end. That's the brand of the guitar you have in the comics.
So yeah, so Steven puts in a lot of these little details in, and I love them so much. And every time I see them, it really does. Like the Found Boys was probably one of my favorites still. Like, dude,
it's what's created the parallel universe of us that we're going to eventually have to kill one day. I mean, I can't believe I created my own villain.
Oh, speaking of like time travel, can I just for a second do the pitches get stitches? Because, I mean, I posted the Twitter about this, but like it's been on my mind. I just want to talk about it for a second because it's gonna kill me. So, Steven, I came up with a pitches get stitches.
Pitches get stitches.
Okay. I don't really know what I want from this. I don't know. I think I just want you guys to just tell me that it can work. I don't really know because people love to give me crap about this stuff. I come up with like with a silly idea. Sometimes I'll pitch it out into the world and people are like, yeah, but what if? And I'm like, here's the thing. If you're writing a thing, Michelle, you write, right? Okay, if you ever have like a story.
I mean, yeah.
Of course you write. Like, so if you have a story problem, right? You don't just throw away the idea. You're a writer. You come up with solutions and you write around them. You find a way to solve the problem within the narrative, right?
You don't tie stones to the ankle.
Exactly. Like who has this like mafioso mentality to just like they're gonna like this story sleeps with the fishes because I like no like I like throwing, you know, when you come up with a story idea, like the basic like seed of an idea, you water it, you know, and as the thing comes up, it starts to grow. You can prune a little, you can fix a little thing, you can resoil, you know, you can do what you have to, and as it grows, you repot it, you do all kinds of stuff. Stupid long metaphor. So But what you don't do is you don't take an axe and just chop into the plant as it's growing. You come up with solutions. Like, how dare anyone come over to my garden as I planted a seed and spit on it like that? Now, okay, so this is a world. Okay, the world I'm creating has vampires, Steven, because
always does.
It always should. It always should.
Yeah.
Why are there not vampires in every story? Even if they're not in the story, even if they're not center in the story, your world should have vampires. Our world does. We just don't see them because they're good at being vampires, just like ostriches are good at winning wars. So, but I'm saying, okay, so in this world, there are vampires. One particular vampire, the most famous vampire in our world, Dracula, okay? Dracula is real. He's been living so long. He's been alive for a while now. Well, Steven, this story takes place, let's just say, the 1980s, right? Dracula, let's say he's like 18, all right? Dracula's 18. He's human at the time, okay?
Mm-hmm. In the 80s.
In the 80s, Dracula's human, okay? That's when he got bit. He's been a vampire ever since. So now here we are, 2021. Dracula has been alive and a vampire looking like this, like, cool, 18-year-old vampire or whatever. Steven, but imagine for a second. So Dracula's 2021, here he is. Every year on his birthday, he goes to the same restaurant. Same place that he went to, right? Like, when he was, a kid. He always goes to the same restaurant. He plans on going there until it closes, until humanity dies and Dracula's all that's left. He's going to go every year on his birthday. So he goes to this restaurant, and something happens at the restaurant, and he gets sent back in time. Okay, doesn't matter what. Now this is the thing. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking you're going to take a hammer and you're going to slam down on my.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Why is he traveling back in time? No, it doesn't matter. It's the thing. The thing that here's
first of all, has there ever even been time traveling vampires? I think that's the first question.
So I don't think I don't think so. I think like the like Morlocks or whatever in like the time machine aren't vampires. So but they're monsters, but not vampires. So okay, so this is what happens. It gets okay. He travels back in time to 1980 something, right? 1986, because that's my birthday. So 1980, he travels back in time. And he's like, whoa, what happened? He's in the restaurant, and as he like comes to in the restaurant, he bumps into someone. It's himself from the past as a human. When he does this, as he hits the person, they spill a drink on someone, okay? And when they spill the drink, it changes the entire timeline. So him as a vampire, as this like good-looking, like young, like strong-looking, vampire who's been alive and immortal since that day, begins to just wither, and now he looks like a grandpa. Now he looks older. He suddenly is an older man. He is basically Doc Brown. He is an older man, and he looks over and he sees his human self all gawky and dorky, and he looks slightly over at the person who just had a milkshake spilled all over them, and it's the girl who turned him into a vampire.
Oh, no.
Yes. So now he knows that he has to help his younger self basically recreate, rekindle the fire that was supposed to be with that young vampire girl. Otherwise, he'll never be a vampire again. He's going to be stuck this old man. So what I'm posing, Steven, is Drac to the Future.
And amazing title, but it doesn't have that whole awkward incesty mom and dad thing going on there. He's trying to help himself get like,
unless that's his mom.
Unless that's his mom.
Well, technically, it is his mom in the vampire. Like she sired him.
Oh, true that.
Yeah.
She's the Drusilla to his Spike. So
exactly. Yeah. So I'm just okay. So see, you're already trying to stomp on my garden, Steven, because you're saying it's not the best thing you've ever heard, and I feel like it's the story that's going to take place of Deathless when I in this podcast buy an ostrich and write Drac to the Future.
So I want to go back in time.
So someone I want to go back in time. No, it's the
where we're going. We don't need blood. Because he's no longer a vampire.
It's the power of blood. Don't need money, don't need fame.
Dude, wait.
You are copying me now. Okay.
Listen. What if, you know how the scene in Back to the Future, he plays like that oldie song that like no one's ever heard of yet? What if it's G. Tom Mac, Cry Little Sister? Like he plays that. Hey guys, here's a new one for you.
Tom, Mac, it's your cousin, Big. Sorry, it's the only other Mac I know. But
so, he's all like, foul. Man, this song's a banger. Like,
so someone was like, oh yeah, well they couldn't do that. The trope of like the picture disappearing because you can't take pictures of a vampire. I was like, okay, but what they could do is he has a picture of himself standing in front of the restaurant. And it appears. So it appears.
It's a reverse. Like just imagine he's holding a picture of the restaurant and he appears in the frame. There's so many good jokes. These people so many
good jokes. Guys, I'm just saying, like, if someone wants to hire me to write Drac to the Future, I will do it. I will write this movie. It's so good. Anyway, I had to get that out because it's been like
it's definitely solid.
So okay, Michelle. So what do you think of our Pitches Get Stitches segment? Do you hate it? Is it okay?
No, I mean those are some of the best parts. It's so much fun, and sometimes I can see the punchline coming, but not usually. Not usually.
Yeah. I see. It's funny because like it initially didn't even start as like me trying to make punchlines, even but it was just like whatever. That's what happens to me at work. I think of the dumbest stuff. I can't help it. I have such a brain, like a mindless job. But yep. So Michelle, what are you going to do this week?
Oh, me? What?
What writing are you
going to do this week?
What are you going to accomplish this week?
Sorry. Look, I'm sorry. I've been drinking.
Oh, I have a Hawaiian Lion left. I should drink that.
We don't have beer, but we have wine in cans, and it's the greatest thing ever.
Oh yeah, we need to send Michelle a care package of beers.
Can you mail alcohol?
I don't know.
We're gonna mail peanut butter. It's gonna be a large container of peanut butter.
Anthony and I are very creative. We can totally just relabel all these cans. Man, we're gonna serve like federal time for trying to ship our beer. We're gonna be in federal prison with like.
And I don't even have a cool nickname. I don't even have a cool prison nickname, Steven. This is cool.
Yo, did you hear the wild card's here? The wild card. Don't look at him, boy. Don't look at him.
Oh, but that other guy. What is that? Anthony. Yeah, but he belongs to the wild card. I'm gonna have to hold your pocket, Steven.
You can totally hold my pocket.
I'm gonna have to hold your pocket so hard.
Anthony, hold my pocket. I'm gonna draw it.
So Michelle, who do you make hold your pocket?
I don't have pockets. I'm a girl.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. And like the whole excitement thing, like even like that goes down to like my 3-year-old. My 3-year-old had a dress and she found out that it had pockets and she was so excited. She's like, "It has pockets, Daddy." I'm like, "Wow, that's awesome. Everything I have has pockets." But I guess it's a different story for you guys. So
they make it a joke where you're like, look, it has pockets, but I swear you really do get excited when something has
because nothing does. Because the jeans have like fake pockets. I've seen them.
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense.
Why sew them on? Why? Why tease me like that?
It's actually like nipples on a guy, really. It's like the same idea. It's like we have like the jean like equivalent of that.
It has to be like it's just a cruel prank that they play. They're like women haven't gone through enough. You know what we should do? No pockets, but no one pockets.
And they've never reevaluated their 1950s marketing decisions. Like they're all sipping whiskey back in the day, making all these claims about what broads should wear, and then that just never changed for some reason.
Oh, what do they need pockets for? It's not like they can. Yeah.
Pinning off of that real quick, I'm so sorry. My 3-year-old pockets likes to store stuff, has backpacks full of goods that she hides. Yeah. Today, I like just happened to go out in the garage because I had to go get something. And like I opened the garage and like we have a fridge in the garage that has all the good stuff, like all the yogurt drinks, all the, like nice waters.
Vodka drinks.
Yeah. The whiskey drinks. Yeah. The songs that remind us of the good times and the ones that remind us of the bad times. But anyways, so dude, I opened the door, I flung it open, and Chase like was out there trying to bag stuff, and she like freaked out and like ran with her bag, and like garage floors could get kind of slick, and she like slick it like ate it, and like Sonic dropping his rings, just a smorgasbord of yogurts and apples and whatever else was in her little bag of goods, just like flung everywhere, and like it was so funny, dude. It was the best.
Oh my gosh, you should have swipe or no swiping. Oh man.
She acts like she doesn't get I don't know where this survival mentality comes from, where she feels like if I don't take this, I ain't getting it. But she stores it all, man.
I was gonna say the best thing is that you don't understand. If you look behind her posters on her wall, she dug holes in the wall. Yeah, she's storing food for the winter.
The thing is she runs the damn house. It's not like she can just dictate what everyone does in this house. I don't understand how you're the authority figure and the scavenger. I don't understand what she's doing. She's so worried she's not gonna have yogurts. Sissy's gonna drink all the yogurts or something.
So what are you going to do this week?
Me, I'm going to do 2 more pages. That seems to be the right.
This week, I'm going to be writing song number 3, and I'm going to record song 2, and you should be able to hear that next week.
Oh, that's awesome.
Episode, you should be able to hear the song number 2. Or at least my version of it without the female vocals. It's just going to be a very rough, just previously what we did the first song. I'll record a version. I don't even know if I'll change my voice or do anything for the female version, or I don't know. But Zoe's going to make it sound amazing because that's, what she does, and that's why we pay her the big bucks. We don't
She's amazing.
She is amazing. Isn't Zoe great?
She's so funny. I love her.
Yeah, so Zoe and I started a podcast called Are They Still Together, which is going to be a lot of fun. We're watching...
the first episode is going to be about whether or not Anthony and I are still together after them starting this podcast. That's what it's going to be.
And spoiler
I'll
alert.
step in for you.
I was
bring Tina.
And then Steven's going to get replaced by Tina, and then it's just going to be the two of you having issues, and it's going to be all about pants and pockets and what So I started another podcast called Are They Still Together? And it's all about relationships in movies and whether or not the couples in the movies are still together after the credits roll. And if we think that,
it's a pretty cool idea. I like the idea.
If the relationship makes sense at all. We're going to be releasing the first episode of that kind of soon. I'll put the link somewhere. But anyway, yeah, she's great. So this week I'm going to write the song. And I'm going to record song 2, write song 3, and then basically cheer Steven on for the rest of it because we have to reformat some stuff before I can let her.
Yeah. I don't know if you know, she didn't get to hear about that because we talked about that separately. But basically...
Let her have something. She'll watch this episode.
Okay, she'll watch this episode. But I hope this has been enlightening. Man, this is shows you how much extra footage that Anthony has to trim down every week. This is the regular. We'll go off. We have to stop each other. We'll literally just be talking and we're okay, we just have to stop this because you're gonna have to edit a bunch, and this is gonna be really bogus for you.
It'll be weird to see it.
Yeah. So Michelle, go ahead. Just send me some messages. Tell me what you think I should keep in of all the stuff you said, and then yell at me.
You gotta keep it all.
Yeah, you just gotta keep the whole episode.
Yeah, we're not editing this. Actually,
just live stream.
Yeah, we should.
I actually sent Anthony a message on Messenger. I said, dude, how awesome would it be if we eventually get enough money to where we can just have an office and we just basically stream on Twitch all day while just talk and work on a comic and just film it the whole time while we're doing it. It'd be so fun. And I think Anthony's response was, Steven, stop making me drool over here or something like that.
That's what it is.
That'd be so awesome. I literally think of Chasing Amy scene where they're the headlight scene where
another.
Yeah.
I would be either of them. Yeah. I mean, I guess in this situation, I'm definitely Holden, and you're definitely Banky.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, we're gonna have some sort of awkward 3-way situation, aren't we?
Oh, we have to. Not with Tina though. It has to be
No, I mean, it would have to be some weird alternate reality. It's probably our villainous versions, their reality.
Yeah.
Man, we really screwed those guys over, didn't we? We really
those evil us's. That's what you meant, right? We're gonna have a foursome the evil us's.
Do we now, in such a scenario? Do we?
I think we switch, Steven.
Do we?
I don't know.
I don't know what's worse in that situation.
I don't know what's worse or better. That's why we have Michelle here for the answer the big question. So, Michelle, if Steven and I were to meet our evil us's and we were to get in this,
let's just say court. Let's just date.
We're dating. It's consensual. We're all in this to win this.
Does Steven go to evil Steven, or does Steven go to evil Anthony and good Anthony goes to evil Steven?
Or do we put on fake mustaches and pretend we're evil and just go to town on each other because we know it's what we've always wanted?
Honestly, I think you guys would still go to each other.
No, we would go to our individual our copy. We would date our copy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Andy's over there just adding extra steps to reality over there.
The idea that we both pretend to be evil.
That's like another like solid idea for like a movie, or at least a sequence. Like, oh yeah, he's totally my evil twin. That's what makes this okay.
Now I'll tell you. I promise you. In my whole, this is the first time in my life. This is me breaking. I've never in my whole life made myself cry from laughing. This dumb thing that I just said made me laugh. And
it's good stuff. This is what happens though, Michelle. Like we've literally tried to end this episode 4 times now. We can't.
My other question, now, like I really do want to know is, if Steven and I created like a Patreon, right? What sort of thing would you want to see on it? Since you watch the podcast,
maybe like an AMA type of a once a week thing, or maybe if you guys like got together. I know this is not probably the year for it, but if you could, get together and do stupid things, in person together.
So, Steven, what are you going to do next week?
So next week, I'm going to do 2 pages. I'm going to aim for 3, even though I never make that goal. And especially with all of the reformatting I'm going to have to do for the other pages, it might not happen, but I'll definitely get 2 more done. How about yourself, Antoine?
I am going to record a very basic version of song number 2. It's probably just going to only have my vocals and not the amazing female vocals yet. But I'm going to record that because I'm getting a brand new keyboard, and then I'm going to write song number 3, or at least begin the lyrics of song number 3 and work through what it's going to be. What are you going to do, Michelle?
I'm going to write a scene.
She's going to write a scene.
A very specific scene.
Ooh, okay. It's mysterious, terribly mysterious.
It's not your podcast friendly.
Ooh, okay. So Michelle's too good for a podcast. That's what she's saying. We don't have enough emus and naked people or whatever she likes to get.
Whatever it is they do over there.
Okay, so Michelle, whenever you do have writing that you have to share with us, we would love to talk about it here with you again. It was so much fun to meet you and have you here and have all this.
Yeah.
I don't know. What was it like for you to be here with us, since you listen to us, pretty often?
It was kind of like getting, like you said, like a behind the scenes tour. It was a lot of fun, mostly just laughing at you guys or with you guys. I don't know, a little bit of both. It was fun.
I had a good time.
That's fair. Yeah. I feel like you laugh with Steven and at me. That's just like that.
Anthony and I are really natural jesters. We really are. We just we'll beat ourselves up until people laugh, and then it's like what we thrive on. We thrive on that energy.
That's pretty much what it is. Yeah.
Because our dads didn't pay attention to us, okay? Love me, Daddy, love me. No, I'm just kidding.
So, Michelle, do you have anything to plug, or you're on Twitter, or are you anywhere else on the internet that people should know about?
I have a website. It's authormichelleegan.com.
Awesome. Yeah.
I occasionally, once in a blue moon, blog over there, but that's kind of it. I keep finishing work and then not wanting to edit it because it's such a pain.
That's good though, because that means you're just kind of amassing drafts, right? And eventually you can put them all. Honestly, that's what I've done. Thank you all for listening and watching this. If you're only listening to this on one of the various podcasting apps, you can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/wehaveissuespodcast. We're also on Twitter and everywhere else you can find us in the whole world, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all those things. We appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for contributing to our Kickstarter. We appreciate you and love you, and we just could not have done that without you, obviously, because you did it, and basically all we did was take the laundry out of the dryer and put it in the basket and put the basket on the bed. And you
feel like you're being condescending.
You folded our laundry, and you were here for us, and we love you, and we're thankful, and we promise we'll get the laundry next time. If you have laundry to fold, we will fold your laundry. This podcast is about folding laundry for you. We're here for you.
Tina, I will never fold laundry, just to clarify. Just to clarify what he's talking about.
So thank you all for watching and listening. Thank you, Michelle, for joining us this week. It's been so much fun. We really hope that you join. Well, I'm going to say I really hope you join us again. I don't know how Steven and Tina feel about you. I love you. I am a huge fan of you, and just hope you come back. And I hope when you come back, you have a better attitude about the ostriches and me in general.
Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny when acquaintances like Anthony just think they know their roles?
Thank you all for listening. We just love the heck out of you. We hope to see you next week. I'm Anthony.
I'm Stevie Wildcard.
I'm briefly Michelle.
Well, who are you the rest of the time, Michelle?
Secret.
Fair enough. We hope to see you next week. Thank you so much. This has been We Have Issues. Have a good week. Did you enjoy those after the outro bits? Like, do you notice?
I do. Those are like, I feel like they're little outtakes. I feel like I'm living through an episode of just that end sequence.
That's literally what most of the podcast is. It's just a bunch of us just not properly ending the damn show. Minutes ago.
Sorry, Michelle.
This is what we do.
Hey, I'm having fun. And also, this is gone, so like, I'm good.
Need another one. I need something.
Andy, if you want, we can do like a refiring of what are you going to do next week? Because what we like completely chopped that whole mess up. So
sorry.
We start from that.
No.
When are you going to put out? Is it going to be a part?
All right, we need to end this.
Thank you all for listening. We'll see you next week. Oh no!
Not the baby.
I can't.
Never a dull moment.
We're about to leave, and a naked child walks in the room.
Well, I think so. Again.
She only had underwear on, Steven.
That's not naked.
Okay.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. Rewind.
All right. Hello. I'm Anthony.